This little old me, pursuing our dreams.
In short, duh. That was a little harsh. But what is it about your dream that's worth pursuing? This is what I've been asking myself over and over and over again, because I'm questioning what it is about my dream that is worthy of being pursued. And I want to ask you the same question. What's the nagging thought when you get home from work that you can't quiet, or you try to quiet? The disappointment, the if I had enough time, I would. Everyone has a voice in their head that is somewhat of a guiding light. It could be through anger, it could be disappointment, it could be guilt. What do you feel guilty about? What are you not spending enough time on? That is what makes it worth it. Every day I would come back from work, exhausted and disappointed in myself. I had 2 jobs, I was doing a lot of social media work, so I was on my phone all the time. My eyes would feel like they were burning out of my head. But I would always have the same sense of guilt and disappointment because the same thing on my planner, my to-do list, would never get done. Write music, be creative in some capacity. It was only for the weekends that I would be able to indulge in that endeavor. And I would come home and I would want to watch Shrek, Lilo and Stitch, all the cartoons. And now looking back, I'm realizing that whenever I'm sad, that's what I want to do. I want to dive into like all the childlike things because that's where freedom is. That's where there's no boundaries. That's where life can actually be like taken advantage of and you can go after your dreams. And so the more that I think about it, the more I realize, and hopefully you'll realize the same thing, that it's all worth it. Any and everything that you want to do is worth it, and money will come. Money will come. The longer that you do it, the money will come. I pinky promise you. I'm not making what I'd like to make, but I am so certain that at some point, whether it's a year, 2 years, 3 years, I will be able to figure it out financially. And it's okay to be a little starved sometimes. So here's a quote that gets my gears turning and gets me excited every time I hear it. All too often, when people talk about creative work, they emphasize strategy. Neophytes are advised of the Machiavellian devices that they must employ to break in the field. I think it's a lot of rubbish. We overcomplicate everything. We think social media strategy, all these different things, and then at the end of the day, we end up doing nothing because it's overwhelming. And then we overthink until it's not fun anymore, and then we give up. Genuinely, every choice that you make, there's a pros and cons. And there's no pressure. But I will apply some pressure for you to just do it. Not quit your job, whatever. No, if you want to join me over here, I'm more than welcome to. Please come on. I would love that. But it's more of, you know what's been nagging at you. You know what's been pulling at you. Stop ignoring it. You want to be a singer? Go to an open mic. If people are giving you a hard time about booking you and doing shows, organize your own show. Reach out to artists that are in the same kind of pool as you and put on a show. Put on a damn good show. Don't allow anybody to stop you. Don't allow yourself to stop you. You want to start that YouTube channel? Start with your phone. You want to record a song? Use what you got. Synchronicity will come and kiss you on your freaking forehead. I promise you. You do that open mic, somebody in the audience is going to be interested in hearing more about what you have to bring to the table. Or the show that you put on with other artists. Hopefully one of the artists will be interested in working with you. Somebody in the audience will be interested in working with you, booking you. Like, synchronicity will literally come and kiss you on your forehead. But you have to start. My grandma always says this, excuses are the virus of the mind, okay? Because that baby in you, that kid in you is screaming. So if you need a boost of motivation, here it is. This is from the book The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. She said, "We like to pretend it's hard to follow our heart's dreams. The truth is, it is difficult to avoid walking through the many doors that will open. Turn aside your dream and it will come back to you again. Get willing to follow it again and a second mysterious door will swing open." That's a word. Synchronicity. Once you do it, things start happening. doors start opening. I made a whole playlist of songs that continuously motivate me and get me in the spirit of being creative and just doing the thing that we're saying we're going to do. So this is the playlist that I made. I'm really proud of it, actually. And before I say goodbye, I want to leave you with one reminder. Remember where you came from. Remember all the accomplishments. Remember how far you have come. It's so easy to forget when you're in the rat race, when you are trying to make your dreams come true, how far you've come. And that is a disservice to yourself. It is definitely a disservice to myself. So with that, I love you and goodbye. I'll see you soon.